Matilda Palladino. I'm a crime author and transformational travel advocate. And here are my 5 things I wish someone had told me before I started. Number 1, start with why. We hear this all the time, but how often do we actually do it? In regards to traveling, we often pick a destination we would like to visit and then search Google for what we want to see there. So let's flip that on its head and think about something you want to change in your life instead. Then when we are clear on this, we can map out the journey that would be most beneficial to you. When I started traveling solo, it was purely to challenge myself to be more streetwise, get more confident, and practice traveling alone to destination that none of my friends wanted to visit. I chose island hopping in Thailand as my first solo trip. It was a safe travel, but also one that required me to figure out things by myself. And I actually had some nasty episodes there that I had to deal with, and I grew immensely on that trip. At the end, I returned home with a much stronger confidence than when I left, and now I travel solo most of the time. Number 2, get out of your comfort zone. There is a disruption that happens when we decide to change our lives, businesses, or relationship. But I don't know a single successful person that hasn't gone through uncomfortable pain to get through to their wildest dreams. Our greatest insights usually come when we enter spaces we are afraid to go and tackle the challenges that occur. Accepting discomfort is a way to elevate to something bigger, and when you take time to reflect upon what it means, magic evidently will happen. Number 3, learn what drives you. So get curious, passionate, and find your purpose. As Stephen Kotler says, there are the feelings that drive behavior. When we are doing the things we are curious about, it doesn't feel like hard work. Although it can require effort, when we get curious or passionate, the work feels more like play. I frequently hear people say that I don't have any purpose in life, that I are not interested in anything particular, and I certainly don't think that everyone needs to have world-changing purposes, but the ones that state the above, I believe, have never dug deep enough. They have never really asked the right questions, and as I said to a young woman the other day, passion and purpose doesn't then necessarily drop into your head one day. Just as often we need to get curious, involve your brain in what Stephen Kotler calls the pattern of recognition. When we ask ourselves right questions, better answers will come. 4, know thyself. Dating back to the ancient Greeks, the saying know thyself has encouraged people to engage in search for self-understanding. I once had a client that did excellent work on a subject that she was passionate about, but still found herself burned out and about to leave her job. It didn't take us many sessions to understand that her personality type didn't work in conjunction with what she worked on, and although her field was a passion, she had to go about it in a radically new way. Traveling is one of the best ways to confront your values, dig deeper into your subconscious, and take time to reflect on your findings. Number 5 is to use journeys as a problem-solving mechanism. I always wanted to write a book, but finding my creativity in everyday life was less than fruitful. It wasn't until I moved abroad with a clear intention to do more of what I loved that my writing practice started to produce results. In our everyday lives, 97% of what we do is unconscious, and as much as 70% of that were put there by someone else. A majority of the thoughts and actions are the same as the ones we had yesterday. So going on a journey lets you start to disrupt that repeat pattern and create transformation in your life.